That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Hello, good afternoon everybody. Thank you all so much for coming and joining myself and my lovely wife Nick for another Sunday lunchtime live. Something a bit unusual today. Nick's been asking me to do this for quite a while now, so I thought I'd give it a bash. We're going to be doing a donut. Not the traditional jam-filled donut as obvious, but the traditional just round ring. And then I've got some epoxy glue that I'm going to mix with a colour and see if we can make it look a bit like icing over the top of it. But I'm going to try and turn it so the plate and the donut is all one piece. That's my plan. I've got a piece of that conifer we used on Friday night left, which is going to be deep enough to get my plate and my donut out of it. So that's what I'm going to have a go at doing. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. I've got the fan going because it's quite warm in the workshop today. I've got the fan going, so if that's too noisy, let me know and I'll turn the fan off, or hopefully you won't be able to hear it because of the noise cancelling mic. So I've put this on a faceplate, or whatever you call it, ring, held in with some 8x30mm screws, and we'll get obviously this is going to be our bottom, so we're going to shape the plate first, and then we'll try and I'm going to make it a rough size I want at first, and then we're going to try and get it all in one piece. That's the plan. So while I'm mounting that, I'll get Nick to go through and welcome everybody in the chat.
Good afternoon everybody. And right, I'm going to go through from my chat from what I can see. So Wood Wizardry by Colin is on. TJ Turner as Terry in it. He popped on and he's gone off because he's out for the day, so don't blame you, mate.
He's away. He's at Centre Parks this weekend.
He said he'll watch it later. Douglas Mungham's on. He said, afternoon, Nikki and hired help Steve.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Lawrence is on. Brian at Woodturning. Oh, wrong one. Also, Gerard, the French turner, is on. We also have Wayne the Woodturner. And I don't think many will be on today. They'll be out enjoying the weather.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I think Wayne's at a sale or something. Craft sale or something today. So good luck, Wayne, for that.
Chris Dodds is on. Eric Winkler. I feel like I don't crawl at my arm. Oh. Charlie Taylor sitting in the sun at the pub.
Oh, lucky you.
You wouldn't go to the pub. Shut up. Duncan the Curly Turner. Ronnie is on. Paul Tyson is on. Ian Leonard. Woodturning by Barry. Something like that. Whitey Woodsted. Jay's Cabin. Terry Bartlett. Michael McEwen. Steve Ellis. Barry's Wood Creations. Sid's Repurposing. David J. Heath is on. He's in Surrey, so it's nice and sunny there.
Like that.
Joe Senior's on. Richard from RJK Spinningwood. Brent Beecroft. Stephen Meller. Mole Valley Maker is on.
Hi, Dave.
Afternoon, quick break from the garden. Yeah, we've been in the garden this morning doing a bit of weeding. Steve Woodturning in something. I can't read that bit.
What's that?
Steve. It says Steve Woodturning in Mandaria, I think it says. Paul Finley Woodturning at home is on. If I've missed anyone, just shout, "You've missed me," and I will give you a shout out. Welcome. I'm surprised you're not all out enjoying the beautiful weather we've got today.
I'd rather be with you see. That's what it is.
So I'm just reading the chat now, so.
Oops. So, obviously we're going to reduce a lot of that, we're going to lose a lot of that, so I ain't worried too much about that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shape this so we get
He's on shop duty today, he's put.
Oh, is he? Oh,
just
right, okay.
In and out.
So I'm going to shape this. I'm going to lose this. Oh, Stephen, calm down. So I'm going to lose this bottom part, flatten this bottom part off, and then we'll get the shape of our little saucer, plate, whatever you want to call it. Helps if the rest is the right height.
What's that mean? Hashtag Taurus for Nikki.
Tools?
No, twice for Nikki.
I don't know, to be honest. I'm unsure. Right, so we'll find our centre. I'm going to put a mortise in the bottom of this. I know, my phone's nearly flat. So, centre. Standard record power chuck is about 50mm, so we'll go 27mm for our opening.
Eric's working on a walking stick today.
Oh, nice. So I'm going to do this mortise a little bit deeper than I normally would because there's going to be a bit of stress going through, obviously, as I'm turning. So So we just need to look at what shape we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this, the base of a saucer, to about there. Oops. And then we'll gently just step that out to what the material allows us to do, really.
Well, I don't think I said Malcolm Douglas. Welcome.
So that will be our base. It's all about the base, they tell me.
Brian said he can't hear it. And Colin
Can't hear what, the fan?
I don't know. Oh, perhaps they do mean the fan. Eric put, we have all your fans, Steve.
Thanks, Eric.
Joe's put, Glyn is listening.
To just gently clean it up. Joe said that.
Yeah.
He's always listening in the background. So I'm going to lose a little bit of that, but I want to just try and put where I'm going to put the thickness of my saucer. So around about there somewhere.
Oh, torus is like a hollow donut. That's what you're doing, isn't you? Like trying to do a...
Yeah, it's like the American style donut.
Right, I can't...
So we'll remove a lot of this.
Down. Jay sold 2 of his turnings today. Jay's cabin,
nice.
well done.
Well done.
Right, now I've got back where I was. I did miss Malcolm Douglas, I do apologise. Barry, Woodturning by Barry's packing to take the grandkids to the Isle of Wight tomorrow.
Hope you have a nice time, mate.
Steve Scott's on, I don't know if I said him. Robert Dolman's on.
So I know there's a lot of material to remove off of this, but this was the biggest piece, or big enough piece I had, or the first big enough piece I had that I picked up.
Brian's in the doghouse. We've got 2 of Michelle's plates.
Oh, Brian. That and hiding empty boxes. Oh, he'll be living in the garage next.
Gerard said, do you have a deep fat fryer big enough for the donut?
Right, so we've got that there. So we need to try and get that out of there, really. So let's see if we can remove enough of this. Might just have to reduce the bottom a little bit. Should have done this really before I cut the mortars in.
Eric said, what's the difference in the American donut and the UK donut?
Well, I don't think the Americans have jam-filled ones, do they? I think they just the like ones we get at the seaside.
Ruby Claire's on and
Hi,
John
Ruby.
S. Casting.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Or John. Hi, Ruby. Thanks for coming over. So I might have to take this off because obviously we've made that a lot smaller now.
Barry said, no, Steve, I must be mad.
Right, so we'll get rid of all this.
Barry said, Steve. Mole Valley said they have jelly in the US.
Oh, there you go.
But I think that's a bit thicker than the jam.
Right, so let's find our centre again. There, somewhere.
Radar the Woodturner's on.
Right, Radar. Have we got Radar's name on the list or not?
Don't know, I've given up with the list.
We've got that many people on the list. He was updating it every week. Right, so
on the menu today for tea is barbecue. It's going to be nice. My parents and my girls and the boyfriend.
Not my boyfriend.
In the garden. No, my boyfriend in the garden. Just about cope with you. Neil M is on.
Hi, Neil. No Dad in the chat today.
Dad?
Yeah.
I bet you don't.
Yeah, it's possible. Could be out of the pub. So, nice little bit of shape in there. So we've got our shape of our saucer. Just clean this edge up a little bit. Get rid of some more of this material off this edge.
Brian Levens is on.
Hi, Brian. Get rid of some of this.
Andy H is for turning.
Andy, how you doing? Just want to get rid of this sharp edge, round it off just a little tiny bit. Just like that. So that'll be our saucer, or the bottom of our saucer. Oh, should have put
My screen's frozen. Why is my screen frozen?
Is it? Refresh it.
I've refreshed it. You can go.
Oh, okay. Click on skip ad.
That's better.
Right, so that's our saucer. So we get this sanded from 80 grit up to 240, and I'm going to leave the saucer naturel. So
Jennifer's Crafts and Creations is on.
Hi, Jennifer. Is that too dark, that picture, guys? If that's too dark, let me know. I'll put another light on. I think if I put another light on, that'll bleach it out. Yeah, it's too bright with the other one.
Eric's got a question for you.
Go on then.
He said, what was your hobby before wood turning and how did you get started turning?
The hobby I had before wood turning, I've still got. Well, two I had. I used to go off-roading, 4x4ing, and also used to go shooting a lot. I still do the shooting. I've still got the... No, not much, but we've had lockdown, haven't we? So I haven't really had a chance to go. The off-roading, I've stopped going. I was a member of a club. I left the club. But I've still got the truck. So I use that for shooting. The reason I started wood turning was really basically my own mental health. I was going through a bit of a rough time. I'd lost my grandparents, took it quite hard, and it sort of got me out of a dark place. So that's why I really started the wood turning. My granddad was a wood turner. So strange though, all the years when he was alive, he asked me to have a go, and I always said no, no, no. Then as soon as he passed away, I wanted to have a go, which was a bit strange. But anyway, here I am, 3 years down the line, and I've nearly learned how to do it. Well, not all of it, but parts of it. It's learning every day. They always say if you stop learning, then when you stop learning, you're not going to enjoy it so much.
You used to do cars, didn't you? Sometimes you'd buy...
Yeah, but that wasn't a hobby, really. That was
no.
That was more of earning extra cash, that was.
You'd buy it and do it up and...
Yeah, I used to do cars for other people at weekends, but not to... not really as a hobby. More of earning extra revenue.
Are you making a glazed donut, Douglas asked?
Yes, I am, Douglas. I'm going to put strawberry, well, I was strawberry, pink icing over the top of it.
Eric put, what is shooting? Shooting.
Shooting. Shooting, you know, bang, bang. Don't know if I've done that deep enough, that mortise in there. Right, last one. That's 240. Just check that mortise, make sure it's deep enough. It's not very deep. I might just make that a little bit deeper because there'll be a bit of stress going through there when I'm turning out the donut. So.
No, Eric. Listen. Yeah, you used to go quite a bit, at least every Friday and sometimes on the Sunday, didn't you? But
yeah. Trouble is with lockdown, sort of killed it a little bit. So I will go again. I do enjoy it. A bit of pigeon shooting, clay shooting. Oops. We do a lot of pest control for rabbits and things like that.
Peace and quiet.
But Friday night is normal, but at the moment I come in here on a Friday night and entertain you guys. Right, there we go. So that's our bottom sanded up to 240.
Woodbridge Colin said he misses shooting, not done it for 30 years. Miss having bunny burgers.
Bunny burgers.
Our neighbour, he was that rabbit, Steve, or was that pigeon?
Who?
Andy.
Andy? What I don't know what you mean.
Didn't he he went shooting, didn't he, and got these rabbits and
Pigeons.
pigeons, and he made them all into burgers and never told his family, and made all different things with them.
Bless you.
I don't mind pigeon, but I can't eat rabbit. No.
Rabbit's very bland.
Kids put us off that.
I put you off it.
You'll eat anything you want.
Right.
Bailey's Woodworks is on.
Hi, Bailey. How you doing? Right. So sand and sealer, Yorkshire grit.
Benjamin's on.
Oops. Oh, not troublemaker Benjamin. Oh man, what's going on here? It's got a kamikaze cupboard.
Brian put, when you're green, you grow, and when you're ripe, you start to rot. Learning something new every day keeps you green.
Exactly, Brian. Like they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. Alright, so Yorkshire grit, about 500 RPM to start with. Gently work it into your piece. Not major, don't need no major pressure. Let the cut and paste do the work. Spend a bit of time working it in, and you'll feel, as it gets worked in, you'll feel the abrasion reduce on your tissue. So gently work it in. So once it's reduced a little bit, speed your lathe up a little tiny bit. Gently finish it off. Like I say, you don't need no major pressure. You want the cut and paste to do the work.
Colin said, rabbit's gorgeous in stew or pie too. Used an air rifle, so not much munching on shotgun pellets.
No, I don't use shotgun. I use rimfire.
Yeah, that's what put me off at the stew.
Well, it weren't the bullets in it. It was the because there ain't no bullets in it.
Because the daughter said that got fur on it.
And that was
No, it hadn't. There was no way it was, but that just put me off. That was it. There's no way was it. I knew it weren't, but it's just once you've got that in your head, that's hard to get out. Don't mind a bit of venison.
So just gently buff it off once it's on. What you're looking for is when you finish buffing it off, for the tissue to be perfectly clean. Then you know you've got all the excess wax off.
No, Richard, no carrots today, I'm afraid. We're having a barbecue. Barbecue. Just got to decide what we're having with it. I need to eat the meat, but got to have something else.
There you go.
Make a cake, but I really can't be bothered.
Tissue nice and clean. That's obviously from the other side where I just cleaned off the other side. But nice and clean, so we know all the wax is off of it.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax on. Now we know, as we know, Yorkshire grit's not a finish. It's only an abrasive paste. So we need to put a wax over the top of that. So I'm going to use Hampshire Sheen High Gloss Wax. Bit tear out in the middle there. Didn't really clean that out very well, did I? But never mind. Good job you don't see the bottom when they're sitting down. Trouble with soft woods, pines and things like that. Like I say, it's a bit of conifer wood. It's very soft. And it's
Douglas put Steve rimfire ?
Yes, rimfire. 2.2 HMR and no, 2.2 rimfire and a 1.7 HMR is what I use.
Benjamin said, anyone tried squirrel?
Squirrel is a delicacy over here.
Woodbridge by Colin said, wild game pie is gorgeous too.
Yep.
What's that one that Mark used to make?
Game tureen, which is the same as game pie. It's got rabbit, pheasant, hare, pigeon, deer, or venison, should we say?
Oh, Jimbo's on.
Hello, Jimbo. How you doing, mate?
Chris Dodd said kangaroo is good. We saw them in Tesco's once, didn't we? Kangaroo.
Yeah, we don't get
burgers.
We don't get many of them around here though. I'd love to try kangaroo. They reckon horse is quite nice and all. Never tried that.
You're joking. Don't be stupid.
Right, there we go. Hampshire Sheen High Gloss Wax.
It's
Just
going
to
to
give
be
it
a
a bit of
quick one
finish.
today, isn't it?
Oh, I ain't finished yet. I've got a donut to do yet.
Okay, hurry up then.
Oh,
Got
sorry.
things to do.
Right, so that's the bottom. So we'll flip it.
Douglas Pert, 22. What about a 303?
303 is too big for rabbits. There wouldn't be nothing left of a rabbit if you. Oh, just bloody done that, and the mortars ain't big enough. A 303. If you hit a rabbit with a 303, wouldn't be nothing left of it, mate. 22 is only a little tiny. If you know what a 22 air rifle is, the head of a 22 rimfire is not much bigger than the head of the 22 pellet. So they're very small round. Perfect for small vermin like rabbits, hares, things like that.
Colin said wallabies in Norfolk, Steve.
Yeah, there are actually, yeah.
Joe said horse is nice. She had it in France.
Yeah, I'd like to try horse.
Oh, God, that's rank.
I'll have to have a word with Brian.
Andy H. for turn and said kangaroo's lovely. Had some in Australian restaurant in Loughborough. Benjamin said, they say kangaroo will give you a spring in your step.
Very good. So just sand up a little bit. I'm not going to sand and seal. I'm just going to put a little bit of wax on it. Stupid boy mistake. Schoolboy error. Not making the mortars big enough.
Gerard says, get specialised butchers for horse. They're nice, a bit stronger than beef.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good rumours about it.
Douglas put Steve, when Nikki gets beef, how do you know it's not horse?
Cool, I ain't very level.
Radar said fox squirrel is best, more meat.
Fox squirrel, never heard of that.
Richard RJK Spinningwood said, I found a 303 from 1927 in the garden the other day. A live round.
303 used to be a really popular round years ago. Right, so put them away. Put that back up there. Right, so let's get a lot of this material turned away because we don't want all this. So obviously we only want the width of a donut, so I'll get rid of all this material here, and then we can start getting our shape. So how thick is a donut?
Okay, so how thick do you want it?
Alright, let's start shaping
Ruby
the
put, I'd
sauce.
rather shoot targets than animals, unless I'm using a camera. Woodturning Barry, he said, right, I'm off to finish dinner and finish packing, catch up with you all in the week.
See you later,
Have
Barry.
fun, Barry.
So a lot of people criticise shooting, but if you do it properly, it's a humane way of controlling vermin, which is what we do. We don't do it for any other reason other than controlling vermin. So let's get on the spindle gouge, 3/8 spindle gouge, just to try and get in there.
Joe said she's never had venison or pheasant.
Who said that?
Joe.
Oh, Joe, you don't know what you're missing.
Wayne said the biggest thing he shot was a .50 caliber. Damn thing kicked like a mule.
Yeah, I bet.
Colin said, I'm putting food on the table, Steve.
Yeah. I mean, if it's done correctly, it's humane. You know, we only used to go for headshots on rabbits. Bigger animals, heart shots, so they're instant. I mean, we didn't make anything suffer if we had to, if we could avoid it. That's for sure. Just get a little bit deeper in there. Just trying to get that as deep as I can get it in there. So what I'll do is I'll use I've got a pointy carbide bit. I know I don't use carbides very often, but I think we may have to for this. So let's just get a bit more shape on here. It's a little bit high really, so we just lose a little bit of this. Just curve this around.
Ruby said once COVID's over, she's going to sell her rifles and pistols because she don't use them anymore.
You must like her neighbours then.
Lewis is on.
Hi, Lewis.
Wayne put, Joe, you had a venison curry at my house.
Right, there we go. So we just do a little bit of an indent where our middle's going to be. Swap these over so you can see a bit better.
Didn't get a chair.
Now the entertaining bit is going to be inside there. So what I need to do is I need to spin this out a little bit so you can see me trying to get in there. So I'm going to try and get inside there now to give us our curve for our donut.
Radar said blackberries good if cooked right.
We'll have to use our carbide again to get in there. Can you see with that? Yeah, you can just about see, can't you?
Benjamin says they've got a problem with moles. They're in their garden. We're in it, but he can't bring himself to set the traps yet. Maybe in a few years when he gets really annoyed.
We had one in our garden, didn't we, years ago? I filled the hole up with water. I just put a hose pipe down and left it running until he came out. And then I picked him up, put him in a box and took him to another location and got rid of him.
Ruby said she used to shoot competitively on a national team.
Oh, nice.
John from New Jersey is on.
Hi, John. So I just need to try and get in there a little bit further. This, oops, wrong button. This is a little bit too big. I wonder if I can get a real tiny spindle gouge in there. No. It's going to have to be this. Trying to get that, just that little bit.
Put, if that was a real donut, I'd love to get my laughing gear around that.
Trying to get as far as I can get inside it, so you won't see it when obviously we clean the rest out.
Robbo's on.
Hello, Robbo. How you doing, sir? It's gonna be fun getting in there, the sand. Alright, let's just have a look, see what it's like inside there before I clean it up.
You say you want to do challenging stuff, and all you've done is moan about it.
I ain't moaned about it at all.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to get in there, and it's hard to get tools in there because that's quite. I could get a little bit in there, I think, with that. It's hard to get in there when because it's soft wood. As soon as you catch it, it will cause issues. Right, that's as far as I'm going to go in there.
Mole Valley said, have you made a donut, Chuck?
No. So I'm just going to use this to clean up this and reshape this a little bit.
Colin said, Steve, couldn't you use the swan neck for that?
No, because it's too big, mate, to get in there. It's really tight in the back. What I'm trying to do is get it so you get the illusion where when you look at it, this sort of as it's sitting on the plate. That's what I'm looking for. But
Robbo's in lockdown again.
Oh
no. Brian said, does the hole in the donut count as a funnel?
Hopefully not, Brian.
Steve Ellis said a captive ring tool might help.
Yeah, I ain't got one of those. So, what's that look like? That's the look I was going for, so you can't see round the back of it.
Looks good to me.
So what I'll do is I just want to put a little bit of detail for a saucer, because obviously a saucer sort of dips in on the edge.
It's only a donut off a saucer.
What do you eat off of then?
Plate.
What a plate then. I just want to bring that in a
This
little bit.
is what you have with a cup of tea.
Oh, a cup of char.
You have your little pinky out. That's what you get when you take me for afternoon tea.
What, when I have to sit in the car, you mean?
Yeah. Ain't my fault they wouldn't allow you in.
This one. So this is, I'm using a little tiny quarter bowl spindle gouge for this.
Colin said, yep, looks great. Richard RJK Spinning said, looks great, Steve. Looks good, Steve.
Thank you.
Brian said, if you colour the plate, that would add to the illusion.
Always one in there. Right. So let's just dish that out a little tiny bit. So let's get it sanded up. So I'm going to be using the Abrasive on this because it's a bit awkward. Abrasive sheets, and we'll go from because there's a bit tear out on it. We'll go from 80 grit. Might colour this donut. What do you reckon?
You think you're funny.
Hey?
I suppose you think you're funny.
Well, it's not really donut colour, is it?
Did I say it was? We've had this discussion, have we not? Chris put, Brian, wait till he puts on the icing. Robert said, is it iced or cinnamon?
Iced. I did have a nice cinnamon one the other day though, that was nice.
Eric's
Whoa.
back.
Who?
Eric's back.
Hi Eric, thanks for coming back, mate.
Benjamin said, iced donuts are the best, the ones with jam in. Cider too sugary.
Sugary.
Douglas said it looks like a bagel. Mole's got to get back to his chores. Have fun. See you later.
Alright, so that's 80 grit. Let's have a look. Next one, 100. Like I say, I'd normally go from 120, but it's a little bit of tear out on it because it's only a soft grain wood. So what's everybody been up to this bank holiday weekend then? Hope you've been enjoying the weather. It's been lovely weather here.
Colour the plate, leave the donut natural and pour the icing on. Chris Dodd said chocolate or strawberry. Wizard Colin said light brown wood stain if you have it. Steve Ellis, good challenge is to eat a jam-filled donut without licking your lips. Oh yeah, Jennifer's on the same page as me. Colour it pink with sprinkles on the top. That's what I wanted, Jennifer. Oh, here you got pink. Benjamin said make it a Simpsons donut.
A Simpsons donut.
Eric said does look like a big donut. Well, we've got like, you know, the cup and saucer that you get that you put plants in. We've got one of them, so we've got to sort of make a bit of a feature with that and the donut. Richard RJK Spinningwood said, Steve, you could put some resin on one side like icing.
I'm actually going to do, I've been and bought some cheap epoxy glue this morning, And I'm going to mix in some pink colouring in it, and we're going to use that as the actual icing. That was my plan.
Rex B's on and he said, "Hi Nikki and who the other person? Oh yeah, Steve.
Oh,
Just kidding. It's a beautiful Sunday and thank you today on Learn and More."
Thanks, Rex, for that, mate.
Eric said pink with sprinkles is perfect.
Ain't got no sprinkles though.
We're just going to
Ouch, it's
make
hot.
do. We're going to do the things. Been out, we could have got something. If we use real ones, going to lose the colour, innit?
I think they'll go funny with the epoxy. And they're going manky after a while, aren't they?
Douglas Mungham said, smoked salmon and cream cheese bagel. Oh, yeah. Dr. Bob's on. Sorry I'm late. I will catch the later in the reruns.
Hi, Dr. Bob. Hope you're well.
Eric said use real sprinkles.
The only trouble is I think they'll go funny after a little while, Eric.
Richard's got to go because his battery's gone.
Oh, no. See you later, Richard. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, Jennifer said get the Dremel out and put some teeth marks in it. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
That would be a good idea.
Chris Dodds put you're a clever bugger, Steve. That's a good thing. Yeah, we've got any pink resin that we could... Steve Ellis put pink resin chips would work with sprinkles.
No, I haven't. Oh, what's that gone? Well, I thought it went down the extraction then. Right, last one, 400.
I know Terry's not on, but he will hopefully watch this later. Big thank you, Terry, for my ring box.
And your ring.
And my ring, yeah. Really appreciated it. More than what I got from Steve.
Oh, here we go. I knew that was coming.
But he did buy me a ring for Christmas, so I shouldn't complain, really. But thank you very much. Very kind gift.
Right, so that's 400. So we're going to colour the plate as suggested by the fans, or the chat, should we say. So what colour do you want the plate coloured?
I'm not going to say. Oh, Making a Better Life is on.
Good afternoon.
Pete from Twisted Trees is on.
Hi, Pete. How you doing, mate?
Douglas Mungham said get a toothbrush and flick paint on it.
That's a good idea. So we're going to do the plate a different colour. So
he said, Pete from Twisted Trees. Hi everyone. Finally found my way home. Cinnamon and sugar mix is my favourite donut coating. Oh yes. Oh, die.
God, I've got this chippings everywhere. So what colour are we doing the plate then?
Oh, Making a Better Life is die. Blue. Eric's put
the top of the plate light blue.
Pale blue. Steve Ellis put light blue.
Well, I've got sky blue. That's the lightest blue I've got. And I'm going to do it with a brush so that we don't get it everywhere. Nice little brush. Get a little tub. Give it a good shake. So this is the intrinsic Hampshire Sheen intrinsic sky blue. That will lighten up a little bit. That's the lightest blue I have.
Oh God, I can't stop yawning. Chris Dodds put all these decisions. Yeah, I'd have done it white.
Oh, too late now. Sand that back a little bit to make that a little bit lighter, I think.
Yes, Joe, the snoring again. Gerald said, Steve, if you do the plate, don't forget the hole.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit late now, Pete. He's already got all the blinking colour on there.
What's he said?
The plate would show off the donut. The white plate would show off the donut better. Douglas put blue with white dots. Robbo put blue with gold trim. God, that looks dark.
Nice. Yeah, that's because I've got that light on. There you go. Is that better?
Don't think we need that other camera on, do you? Top one.
Some people just can't help, can you? So it's too bleachy when you put that one on. It's too bright, that light is.
Chris, but that's a bit posh, Robbo. It's going in the garden. We ain't posh. Oh, I'm going to have to go in a minute.
Why? Why?
It's for the washing machine.
Oh, that'll be there when you finish.
Don't smell the barbecue, thanks. Won't be long.
They all come to see you. They don't come over to see me. I'm just here to make up the numbers.
I'm going to be long, mate. I'll be back in a minute.
Right. There's the below. Let's wash my brush out.
That'll be 2 secs.
1, 2. Right. So let that dry a little bit. And what I'll do is just sand that. Oh, excuse me. I'll sand that and then that'll make that a little bit lighter. So just drying it off with the hot air gun. Oh, I need to do the middle bit. Forgot the middle bit. So let's get a little small brush. Thank you, Gerard. I just remembered. There you go. Middle's marked as well.
Don't forget the inside, Steve.
Yeah, I know, I remember.
What about the middle? Don't forget the middle.
Yeah,
the hole, Steve.
Yeah, I remember. I just looked up and see it.
Radar said looks black to him.
Yeah, that is quite dark, but like I said, I'm going to sand it. That is blue. Trouble is, I've put these new lights up, and this one is a bit too bright. I've ordered a little bit less wattage one, but that's not dimmable.
Lights.
But that's too bright if I put it on, but that'll be alright.
Pete said he couldn't have that now in his house because when he gets drunk he gets a munchie, so he'd bite it, hurt his teeth.
Yeah. Right, let's just dry that with the hot air gun in. And like I say, I'll sand it. That is starting to go off light. As you can see, it will be a bit lighter. because it's pine or soft wood, that'll just soak it in really easy. I'm glad I kept these big chunks of conifer now, just to play with.
Colin said put some masking tape over the lights to bring it down.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently sand it, just to reduce the colour a little bit. So I'm going to use a bit of 240.
Brian put on reflection a coloured donut on a natural wood plate would have been better. Lol. And who put? Someone put I agree. Pete, I agree, Brian. Start again, Steve.
No.
Di said try some greaseproof paper over the light to diffuse it.
No, it's just too bright, mate. The problem is it's just too bright.
Joe said, what about underneath the plate?
It's natural, Joe, underneath. So there you go, sanding that has just made that look a little bit lighter. Right, so let's sand and seal it. And we'll see, oh, sugar lumps. And we'll see what the donut looks like. I'll do the donut first, because I don't want blue all over the donut.
Whitehall Pottery is on.
Whitehall Pottery, that's Heidi. Hi Heidi. So just make sure we don't get the blue touching our donut, because you get your blue come out on your tissue. So see, you got to remember when you're doing coloured and non-coloured pieces. So I'm just going to give the donut another coat. There you go, let that dry. Actually, it's got a nice colour now. It does actually look like a donut colour. Donut. Donut. Alright, so let's just denib it. Bit of chestnut products.
Heidi says it's making her hungry.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wax the plate. But I'm going to leave. I'm not going to wax the donut, obviously, because we want to put our epoxy glue over the top of that for our whatever you call it. What do you call it?
Icing.
That's the word, icing. So again, Hampshire Sheen High Gloss Wax. If I can get it open, just to give it a bit of a sheen. Try and make it look like it's a bit much out, Steve. So try and make it look a bit like it's a bit of porcelain. So like I always say, normally we'd leave that to soak in for a few minutes before we buff, but obviously on our live we can't do that. So
Gerard said frosting.
Frosting. It's a posh word, isn't it? So you should show us. Let's see if that's better with that one. That's better. That one's better. Right, so there you go. So now we need to get our let's get some of these tools out of the way. So we can. Oh, stuck. Oh man, got it stuck in there. So we can get our. Like I said, I just bought some
Apparently
cheap
you got sand in the hole.
sand in the hole. Why have I got sand in the hole? What's that mean? What do you mean sand in the hole? I did sand
Everyone's
in.
saying sand in the hole. Get the middle sanded.
Oh yeah, for that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know what they're on about now. Yeah, because I've done the plate, didn't I? Well spotted, folks. There you go. Is that better? Right. So let's get that out of the way. Let's get the board down, and we can get our frosting on it. So let's take it out of the chuck. Overhead camera. So there's our donut so far, which looks quite cool actually. I like that. So what I've got is I've got some cheap. Well, it was cheap and all. £1, £1.20. So it was really cheap. Epoxy, 5-minute epoxy. So just going to put some of it into. Get some gloves actually. You bored, Nick?
I'm going back. I'll go back a minute to get the water out.
Right, so get some gloves on. Put that right. Is that better? No, it's still too bleachy.
Gerard said it's not posh. It's just a technical, proper technical word for it.
Frosting. Right, so lollipop stick. So what I'm going to mix in with this is some pink iridescent paint. Chestnut Products iridescent paint. So we'll see how that works. So break Jesus. Break it off there. Squirt this in here. Not going to use all of it, maybe not, but we'll use it anyway for £1.20. Give it a good mix. And hopefully, I'm hoping it's going to be quite thick, so it's just going to naturally run where it wants to run.
Douglas said, Steve, what about the teeth mark?
No, I'm not doing that.
We're getting to do another one with a teeth mark.
Yeah, I'll do that in more of a video.
He ain't really brave enough to have a go at that.
Right, so that's mixed. Let's just put a few spots, give this a good shake. Put a few spots of this in. So how this will react, I don't know. Nick, did you want to pick some of them bits I got for sprinkles or not?
Yeah, can do. Where are they?
On that shelf up there. No, they're on that box next to the linisher. Right.
My bag weren't good enough then.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour it around and hopefully
I don't know if these are going to be alright, mate.
let it do its own thing.
Depends what colour, because obviously these are What about the paint idea?
Well, I can't do it in a live, can I? Because this won't be dry. This has got to dry, hasn't it?
Because the only things we've got is because I don't think the red ones will show, will they?
Depends how red they are, babe. Oh, sugar, I didn't want to do that.
Should have put something on that plate. Drip them down this side, mate.
Yeah, but that's fine. I want that. I want that. I don't know if I need some more. I think I want some more, or do you reckon that's enough?
No, you want more on there.
Was that
Got to be covered more. That
Where's the other tube I had then?
babe.
Oh, babe.
That one. That's going to be. There's just more like glitter bits. They're not sprinkles, really.
Good job I bought 2 of these, wasn't it? I wanted it to run down the plate, so it looked like it's poured on after it was sort of laid on the plate. Right, so just pour this on. Let this do its own thing.
I ain't even looking at the chat, but I don't think that's going to be. You have to have a look.
It's starting to go, that glue already. Right, that's the best it's going to get.
Douglas said, Steve, have you any resin chippings? You're in, have you?
No, not resin chippings.
That's different colours. Robbo put a pastry cook you ain't, Steve.
You're
See
right
why I
there.
don't let him. You've got to push them more towards the middle.
I can't move it. It's starting to go, baby. I should have got long cure glue. That's only 5 minutes, but because it's so warming, that's starting to go. I can't do nothing about that now.
That looks good. Let's see that. Look. It's about the best I can.
That's what
They
you
look
want.
like sprinkles, are they?
No, not really. No, we'll leave them.
No,
off.
put. So
this is what I've got. These are gold
like
and
little glitter.
rose gold. They're not really. No, they're not really sprinkles.
You ain't got any resin chippings, have you?
No, I ain't got what. No, I don't keep resin chippings. No, gold leaf. Well, I'm going to leave it like that, to be honest.
Oh, I can't believe it got sprinkles on it.
Well, you know, life's full of disappointments, as they say.
I'm used to it my whole life, really. The last 26 years.
That'll be alright. I think I look quite cool, actually.
Gerard put, sorry, Steve, but you would not get a job in my kitchen. Stick to the day job.
Now you know why I'm a builder and not a chef.
Malcolm said, can you imagine if that's what he does to that, what his bricklaying's like? Malcolm Douglas said, looks like raspberry jam. Eric said, really good, Steve. Nice one, Nicky, Steve, says John S. Joe put, I like that. Benjamin, I'd still eat it. I'd just close my eyes. Radar said, great job, Steve. Get your head out the camera.
So there you go. Look.
No, it's got to have something. We ain't got no white, have we, at all?
Yeah, you're a pain in the bottom.
Rob said, just brush your hair over it, Steve.
What grey hair in it?
No, you get grey hair in it. You want something like this, but in white?
Yeah,
Like these, but in white?
Yeah, I'll just pick some at my bottom.
Talk out of it.
I haven't got nothing. The only thing I've got is glitter, and that's way too small, way too star. I've got some glittery stars. No, sorry, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I've seen stars on donuts before. Or was that cake?
I've got some glittery stars. That's all I've got. Do you want some glittery stars on it?
Chris Dodd said yummy.
Do you want some glittery stars on it?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Dandruff.
Right, guys, I'm going to let you guys make the choice. I have some glittery stars here. Do you want me all holographic stars? If you want me to put some on, I'll put some on. If not, we'll leave it as it is. If you think I think it's acceptable the way it is, but you are the crowd. The crowd is always right. Dandruff, thank you, Heidi, for that. I'm not putting shavings on it. That'll look wrong with shavings on it. Ben, no, that's not going to happen. Spend hours making a tiny milliput sprinkles. No, that's not going to happen. All right, everybody's saying no stars. Right, so I'm leaving it as it is. What I'll do is I'll get some sprinkles or whatever I can find, and I'll do another one on a live later on at a later date, just to keep you guys happy. But I quite like that. I think that looks quite cool, to be honest. I think that looks quite cool. But what I'll do is I'll let that dry, then I'll lacquer it, and then I can go outside. I like it, I like it. So there we go. Anybody for a donut? Anyway, there it is. The donut.
You are the donut.
I am. Oh, what, Eric? Oh, Douglas. Hashtag Nikki is the star. Oh, my goodness. She won't be able to get out of the workshop ahead of me too big. Right, and folks. Oh, Dad's just about on, look. Who?
A event 1001. You've been on the drink, boy.
He's pissed, isn't he? Right, so just one more quick look before we go of me donut. Need a cup of char now to go with it.
Very cool and different, says Colin.
Thank you, Colin. Something different. That's what I like to hear. Something different and unusual. And Joe, you'd be happy to hear it's not a bowl.
It's not gonk either.
Thanks, Steve. You never know. There is some hope for you yet. Oh, thank you, Gerald. See, they all want me to make you an anniversary ring now. I made you a ring. You don't wear it, so.
Because the thing you made it for won't go on because I've got another ring on there.
Well, what can I say? Right then, let's get off of this camera. Let's say goodbye. Right then, folks. Thank you so much for coming over. I don't know who's got lives this afternoon.
Right, I'm going to go. Have a lovely rest of the afternoon, everyone. Take care. And speak to you next week. Bye.
Right, guys. So thank you so much all for coming over once again. Hope you've enjoyed. It's something different, bit of fun today. And thank you all very much for joining us. So anyway, guys, I'll have a great bank holiday weekend. I will see you maybe tomorrow night on Mark's Live. If not, I'll see you Friday. We're gonna be announcing later on in the week a date for the next Battle of the Makers. So keep your eye open for that. We've got 2 dates in mind, but we're trying to work in with everybody. So we're going to set a date. I will announce the date through the week. So that will be in 2 to 3 weeks' time. So keep your ears open for that. Other than that, I will be back. We have Wayne the Woodturner tomorrow dinner time, Mark tomorrow night. I can't remember them all. There's so many people on. But anyway, guys, keep your eyes open for the links. If you subscribe to the channel and you've hit their notification, they will automatically announce when they are coming live, or if they've got some uploaded video appearing. So make sure you go over and subscribe to everybody who you follow. That would be very much appreciated. So, right, guys, speak to you soon. Take care. Have a great weekend, and bye for now. Bye.
That's all, folks.